to Jervis. I used to call you Jarvis for a long time just because everyone does. So you answer to that. You answer to Jarvis now. You just go with it. Yeah. So when you first saw Iron Man, when you just like, fuck, now I'm going to be called Jarvis.
I was like, no, I understand why Jarvis is a thing.
Right, why it's a thing. Yeah. All right, that's cool. So anyway, we're here with Jervis. And you're just saying some cool shit about a podcast I think a lot of people should watch of mine, because it's actually nice that you've watched a lot of the podcasts. I'm not sure if I've had any guests that have like kind of followed it. Maybe they have. But you said you really enjoyed the one with Madeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Because you didn't know her.
Yeah, at one point I heard really cool stuff about her, and then I was like, ooh, like, he's done a podcast with her. And so I was like... Dude. And she said some crazy stuff on there, and...
Yeah, she did.
And I didn't even know who that was.
Yeah.
And someone like, in the industry, and me like looking to work and looking to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was looking to the two people that didn't even touch as much as she does.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, there's certainly a few people that we look at in our industry at the moment, and we think that they're the standard.
They're the one
that we need to hit. And by all means, I think stylistically, and if we look at the craft of dance, I think those people are great. But when you actually look at, who's booking the job, who's creating a living and stuff like that, and I really like the way she went about it. She was very strong-minded, and I've got a lot of good things to say about that girl. She's good, so yeah, get it, lads. Hope you're well. Anyway.
Watch that video, guys.
Yeah, watch that one. But anyway, we're talking about you now. Now, I've always got along with you. Every time I've seen you, like, you've always been one of the dudes, and it's good. But you came out and taught at my parents' dance studio, and it was after that lesson I was just like, whoa, I actually don't know this guy at all. I got to get him on the podcast. I got to have a chat to see why this guy ticks, because your videos that you put out for your choreography, it's good we get to see your movement, but not until you're in the class and we get to see you, that's when I go, oh, right, now I get why they're packed. Now I get, because if word spreads of your teaching methods and just your overall energy, I think, the class will continue. I mean, they're already pretty jam-packed as well, but I think, you might need to get a bloody warehouse, which is a pretty cool problem to have. Cool. Yeah, so now that I got all that off my chest, where did that come from? Where do you get your teaching style from, your energy? Where does all that come from? Because it really took me back.
So I started dancing in dance crews. I wasn't in a studio. I wasn't a studio kid or anything. So my environment itself was a bit different.
How do you get into that? How does one get into a crew? Like, do you just...
I think you just see it and you're like, can I rock?
Okay.
And then you just connect, and then, you just start training.
Okay.
I trained in Liverpool.
Yeah.
At Liverpool Station, like, under.
Yeah.
It felt like Step Up. Like, the way I talk about it sounds like Step Up, but it was kind of
legit does.
Yeah, it was like that. And we trained at the park as well.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So we didn't have mirrors, we didn't have aircon, like, we were on the grass or pavement, we were like scuffing ourselves on the floor. So it was very different.
You'd imagine you'd have a few stories training. I mean, this might be me stereotyping a certain area, but I am familiar with the area. Did you ever get in the shit if you were down there?
Bro, like one time there was this guy, we had this huge speaker, and we're just training, and this guy came, literally grabbed the speaker, grabbed it and like, full through it, like...
Really?
Chucked it, and we were like, bro, we're just dancing, like, we're not doing anything to you, and he like, smashed it, and we... just did stuff. We dealt with it. Yeah,
dealt with it. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, by all means, just that little snapshot, I'm sure you've probably got a few moments that you could probably dive into. I mean, we might get there. But shit like that, kids just... And you're not... Oh, how old are you?
23.
23. I wouldn't say you're old, and I wouldn't say you're a baby, but, like, guys that are your age just don't experience that shit generally, because dancing's expensive.
Oh, bro.
It's the most expensive thing to do.
I didn't know that there was dance studios. Like, I actually didn't know that studios were a thing.
Right.
Like, genuinely, I didn't know that there was like a million studios.
Yeah.
And only in the past, like, 2 years have I understood.
Yeah.
There's a huge market and there's like a huge thing there.
And it's why I sometimes get surprised when I see some young kids who are just kind of taking it for granted, and they're doing. You're starting to teach these kids now as well, and you see kids that don't work, and you think like dancing's not cheap. So and it's kind of just delivered to them. We just we need so many genres in space of a week, fit in the timetable. So the fact that you've trained at a train station, and you've had Smackies come and take your speaker, and God knows what else you've gotten into. It's just a different. You just become older. That's what I always thought. Because I'm not saying I'm miles younger than you. I'm 27, but I always thought you were 27. Yeah. Am I 20? Yeah, 27. I always think I'm 28. Lately, I've thought I'm 28. I thought I was 25 for ages. But yeah, I'm 27. I think I am. 92. Yeah, 25. Yeah, nice. That's where you had me at? 25, yeah. So that's good. So yeah, I always thought that you were in the later, just with, obviously you've experienced some shit.
Yeah.
Is that important, you think?
Yeah, I think my journey's been a bit different. I feel like I grew up a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But that didn't necessarily like have an effect on my dance ability. Yeah. Like my mind was a bit further than what I was capable of. Right. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
so it did catch up.
Yeah, and like now I'm playing catch up. Yeah.
Yeah. And eventually you went to ED5. How did that come about? Like how do you go from dancing on a train station to ED5? Can you put some other pieces in there?
Yeah, so I did that whole dance crew thing, competed, and then I took a break because I felt like I needed to work and just be a normal. Yeah. Because it wasn't a thing for someone from like Southwest to make dance a thing, especially in the dance crew scene. Yeah. I understand that studio kids would be like, oh, I can make this career, but we didn't understand that there was anything further than like winning a dance comp. Right. So I did that, then I went to work at a warehouse. Like that was already a bit of a like, what am I doing, bro? Yeah. I did that, and then I had.
Did you start researching, or?
Something happened in my life, and I was like, something unfortunate happened, and I was like, I need to do what I love. Right. So, and that was a reminder of like, you should go back to dancing. Right. So I joined another crew, that went well, and then my mate Robbie did full time at ED5 as well. Right. Went to his grad, and I was like, bro, I could do that. I could probably do that. Eh? Yeah. Like, it was so chill the way I transitioned into like wanting to do full time. I was like, what is this full time thing? Yeah. Like, do they go and just do class, or what's the go? Okay. And I went to grad, and I was like, oh, bro, I could probably do that. And so I was sitting on it, and I was like joking, oh, bro, should I do it? Like, I'll write the email, yeah? Yeah. Like, I'll do it, yeah? And he's like, bro, just do it. And I'm like, nah. Yeah. And then one day we were on the train, and he's like, bro, write it now. Yeah. And I wrote it, and then I was working at Smiggle.
Oh, yeah.
The friggin'...
the pencil place and the notebook. Yeah. I used to buy my niece's... Yeah, I know that. Yeah. And... Yeah, it's Smiggle.
Yeah, Smiggle. And I sent the email, sent a video submission, and I got in. And I was like... Mad? Like, what am I doing? No one told me what I'm doing. Buy some tap shoes, buy some jazz shoes. I'm like, bro, there's shoes. Like, dancing shoes. I thought it was whatever. And then the first day... It's like ballet grading. Yeah. Oh, bro. No. And they're talking about straight legs and stuff. Yeah. Bro,
this is all just new terminology.
Yeah, and like go down the corner.
Wow.
Bro, what? Yeah. I just ran. I was like,
how funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like my little introduction to.
You did 2 years, right?
2 years, yeah.
You're probably one of the rare cases where I think do full time. I feel like you needed some serious fundamentals.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, because I think and you've been able to develop a name for yourself. Because how long has it been since you've done full time? 2 years?
I think 2 years, yeah.
2 years, okay. So do you now look around at the type of dancers that you're mixing with and people that you're with, and you think back to when you were dancing in a station and all that? Do you feel like there's a lot of people that were dancing with you then that could be doing what you're doing, but they just didn't have the... What happens? Like you said, no, I don't know. By all means, we don't need to dive into what unfortunate happened in your life, but is there shit that just happens in that type of lifestyle, that a crowd that you attract and people just get off the rails?
Yeah, like for me, I'm not going to delve into it.
No.
But my cousin had committed suicide, and that was a thing. And so, and his thing was always like, oh, teach me how to dance. That was always his line to me. So I was like, something is here. Like, this dance thing has to, like, I have to like do something with this. Yeah. It's such a sign. And I was like, I sent a message to a dance crew, and I was like, hey, your auditions was like 2 weeks ago, but can I jump in, see what I'm like? And Right. And for a lot of people in my community, they start to go off rails, like, you know what I mean? And and there's no clear picture of what you could achieve. There's no end. Like, for us, it's just do the dance comp, win the dance comp, like, we good. And that's it. Like, what's up?
Go back to Smiggle.
Go back to your job and like train once a week.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So do you feel like the world that you're in now, do people realize how good it is that we get to do? Like, do you feel like people are really taking it, or is it a little bit, oh yeah, that's just...
I feel like people are appreciative of what they have when it's good.
Yeah.
But they don't appreciate it when it's bad. Whereas that's the time where you need to appreciate it the most.
Yeah.
Because, like, this whole dancing, if you're trying to pursue it, it should be your everything. And it shouldn't just be like, I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
So what are you pursuing at the moment? Like, you were pursuing, so when you got through full-time, at what point, like, do you have clear direction at the moment, or are you just trying to sort of, like, you're really doing well with your open classes, like, there's something there. Do you want to push choreography more? Is this something that you could see, sort of, because you're very much employable, like, there's that as well, like, where are you heading at the moment? Or are you still kind of taking it as it comes, because you're still learning about all this as you're going?
Yeah. I'm kind of taking it as it comes, but as of late, I've come to the realization that I do love dance.
Yeah.
And I really want to book dance jobs.
Yeah.
So I'm really working towards that. Trying to work my technique and trying to build my technique again and all that.
So in doing that, so would you say that the content you're putting out there with your dance stuff, because I actually went to try find a photo of you to put up for the podcast, and I had to go for a good damn scroll, because you actually don't post photos of yourself. It's all dance. Everything is dance. Dance. So is it you're trying to let people know that you're around by pushing your content out there? Is that a way? Or like, you're represented by Jeep.
Yeah.
Have they got everything? Like, are you still building content to give to them, for them to be featured, like dance reels and all that kind of stuff?
I'm still building that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think my Instagram is a representation of what my life is about.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not about taking photos of myself,
you're not.
or like, I'm not into that. I'm into
dance.
Like,
you're into dance.
So what would I want to give it out into the world and like allow them to see me as?
Yeah.
Because and I do post a lot of stuff because I think consistency is key to creating a brand or creating an image for yourself.
Yeah.
I do try my best to keep a sense of quality and like I don't want to just push stuff out and just be like, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I notice when you teach too, sometimes intense can come across as being like in a bad way, but you're quite intense in terms of giving your energy to your students that are in the class. Have you always been, since you were younger, were you always an intense kid, or when you realised did stuff happen, you're like, okay, I got to switch on now? Have you always been a bit of a full-on, like when you're passionate about something, like you're pretty...
Oh, when I'm passionate about something,
you're like in it.
Just tunnel vision for what I want. I was always like a flat-out dancer, so that says a lot about my personality.
Yeah.
If I want to do something, like, I'll just do everything in my power to try and achieve it.
Yeah. Do you sometimes look at your open class and you see that it's packed out and you go, it's pretty cool?
Bro, like, I walk in, like, I do this thing, I walk in, 5 people will be there in the first 15 minutes, and I'll be like, cool, like, got a class, people are coming to dance, and then I'll, like, get nervous and go to the toilet and just sit there and be like, and then I'll come back, like, especially in the holidays, and I'll come back and there's, like, a bunch of people, and I'm like, how? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
For me, like, I don't expect things, I'm not an expectations person, I just take what I'm given, and I'm like, and that's such a blessing to have that many people just want to come dance with me. It's not even about, like, it's more than just business for me.
Yeah.
It's more of a, like, what? 55 people came to dance with me? That means the world. And, like, at the end of class, I always say, like, if you have money, pay. But if you don't have money, like, it's fine. If you've just paid for parking outside, please do not pay for please don't pay for class.
Right.
Because I do it for
And you think that's because you've come from where you've come from?
Yeah, because
it's just different.
I've learned to be grateful for space, for people, for energy, and for, like, everything, bro. Like...
Yeah. Okay. So, So is it? So people pay what? Is that it? Like you get say is class $15 or do you
Class
just
is $20.
class is 20?
But I feel like some people can't come to class because they don't have money. So
Right.
like, if you don't have money, just can't. Like, if you have money, obviously pay.
Yeah. Okay, right. Okay. So there is the price. I thought you were doing that. No. You just pay what you think it's worth. I'm just like, damn, that's bold. Sorry, bro. I just put $3 in a meter. I'm out.
$2 for your class, bro.
I'll do that when I come to your class. I go, fuck, sorry, man. No, I really do want to get to your class, and I've brought this up. I had said this in the Goody one. That there's just this pressure to be a killer now because everything's filmed. And now where I'm at, there's a certain, I wouldn't say a reputation, but there's something there where I go, oh damn, I can't be a student anymore. Like just in my position where I'm at now, and just people look at me now in a certain way, and it sucks because I still want to learn. I'd love to learn. When I saw your class, when you came out to the studio, I was just like, damn, I need to do this class. You kind of get there and it's like, oh no. So I guess it would keep me on my toes. I guess I just got to do it if I'm passionate about it. But yeah, it'd be cool. I'd love to do your class, man. I think it'd be dope. And I'd like to see like a few guys kind of like in their 25s to 30s there. They still really want to dance, especially the way you're dancing. There's a lot of people that want to do that. I don't feel like there's a lot of people in the commercial world that are dancing like you. Are there other people that? I know like the McLean brothers have got like a mad little groove thing happening, but you've got yours is different again. Yeah, so like in a dance crew situation, you learn because usually in your set it's like 3 styles or 4 styles. Yeah. So you have like a popping section, a whacking section, and a dancehall section. Right. So for me, I've learnt like a general. Is that what you need to do? Is that what you need to do in these dance crews? Yeah. So like, there's a criteria. And you need to have it's based on like performance and technique. And usually it'd be like you have to have 3 styles in there, and they judge. Now break down technique for me. So technique in your popping and all that, and then in technique your popping, in your locking, and your lock. So and whacking and vogue and. I never knew that. It's a whole different world. People just think it's just like. Yeah. But there's like so much thought that goes into dance crews. Big time. Big time. Right. So there's... okay. Yeah. I hope there's people watching this going what I'm doing going, shit. Yeah, right. I hope so. Okay, that's cool. So are you... Oh, man. So like when you do that, I just want to... So are you doing dance pieces now for dance studios as well? You said you're working with Constant Groove a bit. Yeah. Do you kind of take on that similar blueprint? Do you like to put that blueprint into your pieces? Yeah. I think that's what makes me different when I go to studios, is because I bring what I learned into it. I always like to have 3 styles in the piece, and the way I train my students is the way I was trained. Yeah. I'm not one for like, let's just try it once and learn it because you're all good. Yeah. I want you to drill it and understand why this goes there, and why that groove has to continue, and why you can hear that little beat, and that like why this happens because of that. Now, did you have this type of technique before full time, or did this develop during full time? This kind of precision in what you're doing. I think I had it, but I wasn't very clear on it. Right. I didn't understand. You didn't know how to get it out. Because going into full time, it was a new world, so I was like, should I just do I need to remove what I know? Because I felt like everything I was doing was wrong. Like my legs weren't straight, or my feet were like this. Do you know what I mean? So you would have gone there and said you had no technique. Yeah. But you've just come from a world where you actually had your technique down pat. Your technique was great. No, because you were doing these crews. Yeah. And you were doing well and that type of stuff, and you were saying, oh yeah, this technique's good, that technique. So you're going, oh yeah, I'm a good technical dancer. My technique's good. Yeah, I was like, great, I know what I'm like. I know how to dance. And I got into like the tap class, and I was like, what do you, like, how do you do that? I never knew feet could move like that. Yeah. Like, do a shuffle. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's pretty crazy shit. Insane. Yeah, okay. So, and were there people that you danced with and you sometimes look at it, you go, man, they could kill it? Oh, bro, there's so many people. And I always encourage them, like, bro, go to the city, like, go to the village and do some open class over there. Yeah. So many cool people to learn off. But it's scary. I remember when I was probably like 16, I was on the internet on Facebook
looking at like dancers, and I saw like I saw on people's profiles it said Jeep management. I was like, what does that mean?
What's
like, do they all work at Jeep? Like the car sales thing?
Ah, yeah, everyone thinks so. Yeah, I know.
and I didn't know it was an agency or management. Like, and that goes to show just how little knowledge I had.
Yeah.
And so to see like people's videos, I was like, it's pretty hard. There's a lot of people, and like people I don't even know.
Yeah.
There's that many dancers.
Yeah.
And I understand why people from my community are a bit reserved.
Step backish.
But we're getting into a point where people are mixing.
Are you still definitely in part of that world though?
I think so.
Yeah.
I still run a dance crew, co-direct a dance crew.
Right.
The Pioneers and Romans. So and I do go back and teach her.
Did you feel any shade from a few people when you started mixing again after you've done 2 years full time? You know, you're doing like Homeboy was just in Dirty Dancing. Like, you know, do you get a certain? Do people change? Do they feel like not necessarily you're a sellout, but do you know what I mean? They go, fuck man, now you're doing all that shit. And like, what happened to, you know?
A little bit, like it's just a bit of banter. But I feel like, well, my friends are always like, bro, that's mad.
Supportive. Okay,
that's
cool.
sick. Like, what is that? What's this Dirty Dancing thing? What's
How was that, by the way? So there was a immersive cinema experience. So people would be in a park. It was like an open air cinema.
They got the domain. And
the domain.
They set up the huge screen.
Yeah.
But they also built
the set
of Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
And we were part of the staff quarters.
Yeah.
In the movie, they do all the dancing stuff.
And how was that?
Bro, it was amazing.
It would have been a pretty big gig for you.
That was probably like...
That would have been one of your bigger ones.
Yeah.
Thus far, yeah.
I think so. I actually think so, yeah.
That was a great big audition for it.
Oh, you were in my audition.
Yeah, I was. You bastard.
No, I was like, bro, you got this in the bag.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was like slipping everywhere and everything, bro.
Yeah, a few people said that to me actually. Everyone came up and said, oh yeah, you've got that. I was just like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, anyway, no, it's good though. That's why I'm kind of like where I'm at with my dancing. I actually have no bitterness towards anyone they get a job. But there's a guy that I've taught, his name's Rania. And do you know Rania? Yeah. He we both went for a audition, and I had him booked on a job the week after. And it's just funny. And then in the end, the person who was dealing with it, like, yeah, Corey, here's the shoot dates, blah blah blah. They said, yeah, you got it. And I was just like, oh, okay, mad. And then anyway, I get to a fitting, and then Jeeves calling me, they're like, oh yeah, Rania can't make your thing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. Yeah, you know, he's got this. I'm like, that wouldn't happen to me for the blah 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 blah. They go, yeah, it is. They went for, you know, they didn't want a light fair, you know. I'm like, okay, no, but I was super happy for him because you know, I taught him through full time, and you know, he's a really promising young lad, and he means a lot to me, that guy. So yeah, I was very happy for him. But I know there would probably once upon a time where I would have been like a little bit cut up if you know, I thought it was just such a shoe-in. But it's always the way. The shit I think I've got in the bag, I never get, and the stuff that I'm just an absolute write-off, like no way. And then funny.
It's funny how it works like that, eh?
I wonder if there's something we give off as an energy-wise that maybe something they read. Who knows? That's something to think about. Now, do you think there's anything in our little pro dance world that you look at, you'd be like, man, I wish we had some of the qualities that I grew up with all these people? Do you ever have those moments, or have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, we don't hold back on support.
We, as in street.
But yeah, where I'm from,
the crews.
We don't really hold back on being like, bro, that's sick. If something was great, you say it was great. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like, I feel like right now in the community I'm in and the people I'm mixing up with, you hold back. Like, people hold back. And I'm kind of like, why? Yeah. Why do you think? Or do you? Oh, not even that. Yeah. It's just like your opinion. Like, if you say, if you think, oh, dude, that was creative. Say it was creative. Like, why do we have to hold back? And I don't get it. Yeah. And like social media and stuff. Why do we have to type really? You know, some people type really cool and minimal and like. Yeah. I I don't get it.
Oh man, I hate that.
I don't get it. Like, why can't we type like normal people?
I don't know. That really, I'm glad you said that. Because I don't know if you noticed, I can't make a caption to save my life.
Oh, you can't. But I love it.
That's why I just go, I got no
Because you're chill. You're like, your personality is chill. So when you type, you're just like that red thing.
I know.
So like, sweet, that's Corey.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, oh God, I hate it. I went through a stage where I tried it.
Same. No, it's all trial and error, bro. Like,
and I looked at my Instagram and I was just like, I had a Kanye quote on one. And then I had like just something fucking random. Like I was just like, I like the color blue on something. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Delete everything. Fucking hell. I'm going back to what I used to do.
Yeah.
And that's when I just started, posting photos of my friends and stopped trying to worry about it. But yeah, God, I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. It'd be nice if we'd be a bit more real.
Because it doesn't read your personality.
No,
like some
it doesn't.
people, they type like this and but that's all you know about the person until you meet them.
Yeah.
And then you meet the person, you're like, you're the most lovely person I've ever met.
Yeah.
You are not...
Why do you look like an asshole on Instagram? Yeah.
Not an asshole, but like, why do you look like...
There are a few people that are like that though, I think. I looked at it and I'm just like, damn, I actually wouldn't. And there's people I don't book purely based on their social media. I've had jobs come in and I've gone, yeah. And then I'll have one hard look at their Instagram, I'll go, yeah, nah, not happening. Because I just don't think you'd be good to hang around with over long periods of time.
For the 8-hour rehearsal.
Or, I just don't want to be here. So yeah, I think it's a big one. It would be nice if we saw a shift for people.
Realism, bro, like...
Yeah. And I think there's a way you can kind of put a bit of a spin. Like, I really like following Kat. I think she's got a nice balance of getting some work out there and also we all get to know Kat really well. Yeah, I think, but she's a lovely person. But yeah, there's a few people that like I really like and I think they've got a good balance. And some people it's just like chalk and cheese. Like I'm just like, you're trying to be so cool, but yeah.
There are some people though that like that's them. The way they dress and the way they type and the way they present themselves, that's them. But I feel like some people really try for that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just explored yourself, you'd know how.
Yeah.
You'd want to put yourself out.
Definitely. Do you so how did you find yourself in an agency as well? Like did you get approached after grad? They were happy with what they saw on stage?
We got like you get your offers.
Yep.
At where I went 85. I got some offers and then Jape was a bit of a late one for me. Yeah. And
So you so the agencies give their submissions to the full-time and then the full-time wow.
Yeah, so it kind of filters through the office and then they send it to you.
Huh. How funny. There's just like no personal connection then from the agency. It's just literally a name and they want you.
Oh, it's kind of like they send, can you please contact this person? And then you ring up.
Right.
PJ and I was like,
okay, cool.
That's me.
Okay. So but you spoke to a few other agents as well? Yeah, cool. And what was it that PJ made you connect with him?
He was just so real. Like, I got in the room, I was super nervous, bro, like I was today. Yeah. I walked in, I was like, hello. And then just the first word he said was like, hello, like, hey, going. And I was like, he allows you to breathe when you talk to him.
Yeah, he's got a calming effect.
Yeah, and even just that, I was like, I think this is the one, man.
Yeah, man.
And he had clear visions for
your direction,
for my direction, and he kind of was able to look into me and read into me and be like, I think you'd be
good at this,
good at this and this.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And are you still acting upon that type of stuff? Like, have you from that conversation? Like, is that still there? Like what he said? Like, you're still definitely
100%.
Yeah, mad. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
He was very real with me. Like, I'm not the tallest person. I'm ethnic. So obviously there's stuff that I'd be grateful and stuff that I just...
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
And that was great. I was like, cool, I understand. Like, thanks for not giving me...
being up front.
I was like, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Do you think you would have found that eventually by yourself? Like, have you ever been pretty real with the way you look and your height and dimensions and all that? Like, you know where you stand.
At full time, it was very clear. William was always like, Jerv, like, you've got this and this and this. You don't have this, this and this. Yeah. But the perfect thing will be there for you when the time is right. Yeah. So don't lose sight of like what you can have.
A few people that I teach and all that, I do kind of bang on about making sure that your body's in the best shape possible, but generally, I just need to be the best version of yourself, because I think it comes a time where you have to be realistic.
Yes.
That you're just not going to get some shit.
Yeah.
I've been the same as well, and there was a choreographer that good friends with, and I was chatting to him one day, and I was just like, listen, why don't you fucking book me on shit? Like, I don't get it. Like, I come to your class, I do this, I do that, I do that. He's like, Corey, you're 6'2", 6'3". Named a few other people that were out of town, that were in my height ballpark. He said, who the hell am I going to put next to you? If I put you in a lineup, you're going to be this much taller than everyone else. He said, it's not going to happen. And I was like, oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Would have been about 21, I think, maybe, when I asked that. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Now I know.
Now I know. But I definitely went through a stage where I was in this mindset where I just thought I was right for every job.
Yeah.
And the sooner what I'm trying to do now is to get people to appreciate what's their market. I think there needs to be because everyone is, like I was saying a little bit earlier, we're looking at a few people out there in the dance world and we're just shooting for that. But sometimes you've got to be super real with yourself. Yeah.
100%. That's the only way you'll be able to accept rejection. And accept acceptance. I'm happy to be accepted as, oh, you're the token Asian guy for this gig.
Yeah.
Great. I get it. I'm Asian and you need ethnicity and
you need that.
Yeah. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
That's hectic. And so if you were looking around, is there we kind of touched on this, that when you said everyone needs to be a little bit more supportive, how do you think we can do that? Are you talking about the certain classes in the dance world, or social media, we need to be openly more praised? Where do you think this praise can generate from, or how do we do it?
I think as humans, we love to love people.
Yeah. And
there's always a part of you that you want to love someone. And it doesn't have to be that big, but it could just be I love your podcast. Surely there's people that watch your podcast and love it, but
don't say anything.
Why wouldn't you say anything?
True.
You want more. I want more people to see your podcast. Yeah. So I say that was sick, and I'll share it. Yeah. Because I genuinely think that people will get stuff from it. Okay. Whereas people hold back on that kind of stuff just because to look cool, to look minimal on their social media platform.
It's weird. I wonder why is it that being warm and happy and all that sometimes is perceived as not being
cool.
Edgy. Yeah, it's not edgy, it's not cool, it's not this. I don't get that. It is cool though.
It's cool.
I reckon it's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you feel so much better when people are warm to you?
Well, I've never, recently there's been a few, and people have been, I love that over my recent episodes, people have been quite big on sharing it. So if I look at Lauren's one, heaps of people shared that. I look at Godie's, heaps of people shared that. My last one was with two girls, Shayelle and Danny. Now they had big followings. People started sharing that. And I was thinking, if people are sharing the ones where people have quite a big following, or they're the ones that they're sharing, where people aren't seeing. So I wanted, do people sometimes share this because someone else shared it and they go, oh, if they shared it, I have to share it? Or if they, is it that? Or I just sometimes, it crossed my mind. Yeah. Because I just saw, it was like a domino effect. One person shared it and then I got 3 other people sharing it, and then...
It makes people feel oh, it's okay. It's okay to do it. Yeah. It's okay to share, to show support. Yeah. Which you should already realise, because you'd love it if you put something out and people were to support you.
Mate, it's epic. Yeah. It feels pretty cool. And honestly, I'd love a few people to go back and see some of my other episodes, because there are some, there's one with Brad Green, and that was really, really good, especially for dancers who didn't, everything didn't come to place after full time. Did you realise that it was quite good that you got an offer straight up? Did you realise how big, because I said, you thought Jeep Management was still a car dealership a few years prior to that. Did you realise, seeing that Jeep was interested in talking to you, did that sink going, wow, there's a lot of people gunning for this spot? Did you realise that at the time, or now do you realise that now that I've said it out in the open?
At first I was just shook. I was just
oh, right, okay.
Really? Damn. But now I'm so fortunate to even get to speak. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I feel like it's hard to just get your first word into people or into a situation. But like once you get it, you're like, but it's hard to get that little first step into things.
Yeah. Have you always been confident in your style and your makeup and the way that type of stuff? Has any of that changed since you've gone into, like you're dressing differently, your grooming might be, has that changed?
Yeah. Growing up, I grew up in the era of like skinny jeans just turned cool.
Yeah, right.
But only in the city, like only far out.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to walk to the station to go meet up with the boys. Yeah. And I'd wear skinny jeans, like really skinny jeans, because it just felt like cool. Yeah. It felt slick. Didn't look very cool. Like realize now. But and it was so weird being from where I'm from. Yeah. And walking to the station because I wouldn't feel very confident. Right. I'd only feel confident when I got to where I need to go. Yeah. Which I thought was so weird. Yeah. And sometimes I'd literally like cover myself up. It's not like I was wearing anything crazy. No. But I was literally just wearing skinny jeans. And I was walking around and being like, bro, am I gonna like, people like looking at me? Like, the guys at the station, are they like, bro, what's that? And so I'd cover and then like, put what I want on. So
have you always worn, now we're talking about skinny jeans, but were you rocking skinny jeans when you were dancing at the train station though? Or was it when you started?
No, I was.
Oh, you were?
It was that time.
So at the moment, like your style though, like it hasn't changed, like you've always been...
Now I'm confident and I understand what I want to wear. Yeah. Whereas before I'd hold back and be like,
So you realise this is what you are.
This is what, And I'm glad that I've gotten to this point of being confident in how I want to present myself. Okay. Because it took so long. Yeah. At first I was so hesitant to wear what I want to wear. Even if it wasn't a big deal. Yeah. Like just as a personal and a me thing, I wanted to be okay.
Chatting, like when you go, like out there where I'm from, there's a lot of dancers that come from the Liverpool and Campbelltown area.
Bro, right? Celavai,
yeah. They're all in that area. So when you're saying like the guys out there, like it almost sounds like it's like a different country we're talking about out there, but there's still a lot of dancers that come from there. The dancers you're chatting about though, so you're talking more about the crew dancers, right?
When I was talking about like at the station?
No, when you talk like guys out there, because I know like even Rochelle Mansour's from the Liverpool area and she's like the slickest, hottest commercial thing going around. Yeah. So when those guys who are in this type of thing, what makes them different to say guys like yourself who are like, why,
There's a little, just because they grew up in a studio. Yeah, right. And we didn't know that.
Are they generally, if we look at their, how can I word this right, in terms of like their family income and stuff like that, are they generally a little bit less fortunate than what we might think, these kids in the crew? Like that's why they're in this world?
You do find...
Like they've led a little bit of a less kind of privileged life?
Somewhat. I think so, somewhat. Like a lot of the people in my dance crew have had, like, lived different lifestyles. Yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? Like family stuff and financial stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and do you think that's a big, like, I don't know, like you're now seeing two worlds, like if you, I don't know, I just want to, like, I don't know, are they kind of like the same, like, I don't know, are they, I don't know how to get this out without kind of being too blunt about it, but like those kids there, do you feel like if they had a different lifestyle upbringing, they wouldn't be dancing in the crew that they would be at, or do you think?
I think, that's hard, eh?
Yeah,
I think your upbringing and your situation translates into what you do. Like, so, and the direction and the people that you surround yourself with, I think.
Because say like you were a killer in the crew line and then you went into your full-time and then you got an offer from Jeep and you're like, oh my God. Where I know there'll be people that will go through their dance studio, they'll go to full-time and then they might get an offer from Jeep and they go, I was expecting that. So I just wanted to like, do you think like it's just how it's perceived? I don't know. Do you think that brings longevity? That this is going to bring longevity, this upbringing to your career,
I think
and other people might burn it. Yeah, well.
Yeah, for myself, I'm grateful that like I've been able to survive this many years without working a normal job. And for me, that is already like, well.
Do you have an out plan, like something that when it's all done, you'll be? Have you thought about that?
If this whole thing doesn't work out.
Well, eventually, you are. We're all going to get old, and like you can be a lawyer to the day you die, but we live in a physical industry.
Very physical.
So has your mind gone to life after dance yet?
I tried to university.
Yeah?
Like twice. Twice now.
How'd it go?
No.
No? It wasn't for you. What were you studying?
Primary school education. I love kids and I love and that's why I love teaching so much, because I think that what you teach kids at a young age translates into what kind of adult they'll be.
Well, you actually worded that a lot better than what I tried to get out. What I just said before about that. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you went private and you tried that twice and just like, nah.
No, I just couldn't concentrate.
Like,
And yeah. The picture of being a private school teacher was great.
Yeah.
But I was like, what are we learning about?
Yeah.
We're learning about like plastic cups, like random stuff. And I was kind of like,
so it was almost a thing like what they were teaching you at university and what you were told that you had to teach these kids. That was what kind of threw you off a bit as well.
I was just like not interested. I was interested in being a private school teacher, but like
just
doing a report about
straws.
Oh
right.
I was like, what?
Stupid.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Which probably does make sense.
Yeah.
In the end, but at that point, I was young. I was like 18, so I was kind of just like.
So is that something you would go? Could you ever see yourself trying that again? I mean, probably not that, but could you see yourself studying something?
Yeah, no.
No? Yeah, right. So what does 40-year-old Jervis look like?
Not like this, bro.
Not like this? I don't know, bro. Those Asian background, the genetics might keep that skin nice and pearly, bro.
I think so.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Like my direction and anyone's direction changes, like all the time. And that's the best life, I think.
Yeah.
When your direction is ever changing and you're not in full control. Like you know what's happening, but you're just kind of letting it flow.
Yeah.
Like this whole open class thing, I did it 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
I was going to ask how long it's been going for, 3 or 4 years.
Bro, I'd have one person show up every single week for a whole year, and I did that. And I grinded so hard to just understand why it wasn't working for myself. And people always think,
why wasn't it working?
I don't know.
Right.
Like it was partly where I was doing it. I was doing it at a really random studio.
Yeah.
It was partly that no one knew who I was.
Yeah.
Which was understandable.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, and I was quite young.
Because, man, I used to do Thanos' class, and it was Ryan Gonzalez and me. We were the only 2 people that showed up.
See?
And he looked...
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, no, he didn't do the class. He said, go home. I can't do it. He didn't do it.
Thanos, bro.
No, but that was a long time ago.
You exposed my G.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. But no, he stuck it out, and he got his class. Like, if I look at... even now you can do a class and pack it out, but there was a stage there where it was just like crazy numbers he was churning.
That's what people don't understand,
But yeah, people don't know that it went through.
These people have grinded so hard.
Thanos grinded, man.
Bro, he grinds so hard.
Yeah, he does.
And for me, I feel like some people have a perception that I just came out and put it in class and people started showing up.
Yeah, no.
No, seriously no. And that's why now when I get more than 5 people at my class, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, man.
It's such a surprise every single time. Yeah. And I always want to cry.
Are you starting to be surprised now, the people that are walking through, like certain people that walk through the door, you're like, whoa, what are you doing here? Like,
bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. One time Neil Whitaker came in.
Yeah.
Bro, he's like a god to me, bro.
He's a fucking straight G. I love that guy.
I forgot my choreo. He walked in, I was like, what's up, bro? I'm going to go to the toilet, look at my phone. He's a man. I'm actually sick of saying nice things about that guy, so I'm not going to, because I always end up saying good things about him. But yeah, that's funny. That's mad. That's cool. Now, if we were to go to your class, if you were to do a pitch, you should go to my open class because... You should go to my open class because we train and we're quite real with what we're doing. I'm so real in my class, and I'm not gonna always be like, amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Let's move on because I want to get more choreo.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll spend 10 whole minutes on 8 counts.
Yeah,
just so everyone in the room can get it and understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in some classes, you go to the class and
so just try to get it out heaps quick, hey?
just get it out heaps quick for the good people so that we can record it.
Yeah.
What about the people in the, like, what about us in the back just trying to dance, bro? Like, and trying to get the choreo. Like, we're here to train. Yeah. We're here to train, not for you to throw, like, vomit the choreo on us.
Yeah.
That's not what it's about. Like, we're slowly becoming about, get the whole thing, get it recorded.
Yeah, get it out.
We're famous, bro. Like, we're Instagram famous now, bro. No, like, and proof is my last open class. We worked so hard and there was like 55 of us and we were sweating out like nuts off. And by the end of the class in groups, everyone was like dropping the choreo. Because you know when you get that exhausted and you're dropping the choreo?
It's done, Story of my life,
Amazing.
Yeah.
That feels great.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel great to walk out of class and be like, bro, I just got punched in the face. Like,
yeah. I was doing that the other day. All the kids wanted to put air conditioning on and I wouldn't put it on. And they were just like, it's really hot. I was just like, no, how about we all get really hot and sweaty and just fucking push it?
Yes.
Like that's push our body.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
that's what class is about. That's training, bro.
Yeah. I did that the other day. Yeah, it's mad. But honestly, you're the first person that I've heard that I would be like, yeah, okay, that's what class used to be. Before we started filming everything, that's what it used to be.
But you can still have a balance of training hard and still filming.
Yeah, you can.
There's such a balance there, but I feel like the balance is a bit more on the how do we look?
Yeah.
Then how do you feel and what did you just get out of that?
Yeah, big time. Oh, that's refreshing to hear, man, because I think it's something that a lot of people, I think there'd be a lot of people that we would know about, and because I know filming classes wasn't big when I was doing open classes. It just, no one did it. You would film maybe the whole class.
Yeah, it'd be like shaky as.
Yeah, like I remember Marco used to film a little bit, but even that, it wasn't like someone coming in with a gimbal, but he used to do it at Sydney Dance Company every Tuesday night.
I saw those actually.
Yeah, and I used to go do that class. I think he used to teach on a Wednesday, but he'd teach the same routine and he'd do it at Triple Menace. And that was when I think I felt I was getting a lot better because I was learning the same choreo twice in a week and I was feeling more comfortable with it. There wasn't a lot of pressure and it was good. Everyone, he actually did. He posted a video the other day of this Janet combination.
So that was sick, bro.
I learnt that in, I think he may have even taught it before I learnt it, but I learnt that ages ago. And when I saw it, oh man, best memories when I saw that. And I tell you, it was real funny that, like, even that's going back now. That's probably like maybe 5 years, and just the response to it. Like, as much as we say dance is evolving so quickly in different styles. He's kind of proof in the pudding that sometimes a good hard jazz is still, he's been very, consistent with all this stuff. I remember seeing him and Morgan Choice do it and I was just like, that's fucking dope.
I really feel like hard hitting and trying hard and like feeling defeated after class is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And no one really appreciates it anymore. I love it.
Yeah. I haven't been in the class for a while, but I remember, and I'm just now thinking of Marco's classes, he used to like yell and get everyone right, not in a bad way, like go, 6, 7, like just kind of really take, like he used to really get a class riled up. Is anyone still doing that? I mean, I don't think it's in your nature to do that.
For myself, I try to G everyone up. I try to create an energy for everyone to be up and not that.
Yeah.
But when I go to class, I just feel like learning and combo. Yeah. But for myself, I just go hard the whole time. Like,
because you've got that in you. Yeah. Okay. Mad. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Well, bro, how was your first podcast? You were shitting yourself before this, and we've been chatting for coming up to 50 minutes now.
I feel alright.
It feels alright, hey?
Yeah. No, I forgot about that.
You forgot about
Except
everyone.
For when I talked to Thanos just then.
Yeah, man. Whoa, brother. Hectic podcast. That was hectic. Right. Everyone, get to his class. The dude does some sick shit. Get around him. Jervis.
Word.